clicker when it goes next. I'll set you all up.
Paola, our group's HVAC professional. Paola is a second-generation contractor, which means she grew up around furnaces, air conditioners, and probably knew what a compressor was before we knew long division. She is continuing the business her father started, and from my experience sending her referrals, she takes that responsibility serious. She doesn't just forward a referral to a sales rep, she handles it herself and makes sure the customer is taken care of. Warm welcome to Paola.
Hello, everyone. So, show of hands. Who here walks into maybe their local grocery store, a Starbucks, or maybe a local TJ Maxx and immediately looks up and starts admiring the ductwork? There's a couple here. Well, I do as well. And recently, I met a business owner who matched the same energy. So he purchased a warehouse office space in Pleasanton, and he requested that we install his exposed ductwork from scratch. Now, I don't have any before pictures because there was nothing there, but this is the final product here, and you can see all the ductwork there. This is another picture here. And so this one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see from where you're sitting, but he decided to display the various different types of installations that he installs in the ceiling, which meant that our ductwork ended up being part of his display. And this business owner's attention to detail was impeccable. So that's important. Remember that. So a few months passed down the line, and this did very well for himself. Other business office warehouse space in Pleasanton. But this time he doesn't want to do the project management. So he hires a general contractor to do it for him. This general contractor has his own HVAC person that does their work, and they do it. So a little bit after the HVAC was done, this business owner calls us, right? And he starts off by saying that he is not going to be able to work from this office space because the ductwork is irritating him. So he continues to say that he let his general contractor know that he was unhappy with the work. And the HVAC company ended up coming back and telling him that it worked, so it was fine. So he had us go out and we did our inspection. So we found that as soon as you walk in, the ducts were unaligned, so they're crooked, and they have visible writing on them. So fortunately, we were able to remove the writing with, fun fact, brake fluid, and we were able to remove the tape and align the duct runs. So this is the after picture on this side. Also, we noticed that all the connections have visible caulking all over the seams, and unfortunately, we were not able to remove that, so we had to replace all the connections. As you can see here, I hope I'm not in the way. And then finally, we also noticed that they used this type of hangers, which are up to code, but they were also crooked, and unfortunately, the owner thought they were ugly. So we went ahead and we replaced them with our standard hangers. So the general contractor ended up having to pay out of his pocket about $3,000 for us to correct the work that this company wouldn't. Now, I want to pivot here and show you a different contractor. This is Grain Construction, and this is the Motor and Coffee in San Francisco. And if you haven't been, I highly recommend that you do. They have vintage cars, a little side note here. They have vintage cars all over the coffee shop, so you can sit around and drink your coffee, have meetings, or whatever it is that you want to do at a coffee shop while admiring the cars. But what we're talking about here is the ductwork. So you can see on top there, we did the ductwork from scratch as well. And this is another picture. Now, I went ahead and cropped the car so we can focus on the actual ductwork here. And so you can see that it took us a while to align the ducts, and we had a laser and everything because that's the standard that we have. And this is another picture that's a little grainy, sorry, but again, this is the back of the space. So these projects are usually very design and quality focused. The ductwork usually ends up being visible, and it usually becomes part of the display or the architecture of the space. So when you think of EcoPro, yes, we are family owned and operated. Yes, we do residential and commercial HVAC. We've also been in business for almost 10 years, and we provide an array of different services. But the most important word that I want you to associate with my company, with EcoPro, is quality. So we're not, the part that I wanted to get to is that the general contractor that did the work for the initial relationship with them, I believe we have a strong partnership with our client. So we're not going to be the company that's going to tell you it works, so it's fine. We are the company that's going to tell you it works and it looks great. So if this decides to click. So if you go out, when you're out in your networking events, socializing, or whatever it is that you are, and you meet someone that says, I take pride in my craftsmanship, or my clients expect high-end results, or I prefer to take my time and get it right the first time, or even, this is a design-focused project, that is my referral. And that is because these projects deserve to not only have a functional working HVAC, but also a great looking HVAC as well. And that's it.